Hey everybody, Funny Bone here. How y'all doing this morning? Doing pretty good. I think it's supposed to be in the 70s here today. And I just looked at a wrap up of the news and everything. And insiders on Donald Trump, his insiders are saying that he is livid at Todd Blanche for not being aggressive enough, not attacking witnesses and all that stuff, not trying to try like he wants them to. Well, first of all, I'm gonna say my hat's off to Todd Blanche for even having to put up with Donald Trump's smell. First of all, to get over that, then to have a client as the magnitude of Donald Trump. And it's ridiculous that he got a client that won't listen to him, won't listen to reason, but more important than that, don't want to listen to the procedures of the law. That's what got Donald Trump in this stuff in the beginning. First of all, he don't want to listen to nobody. He thinks he's above everyone. No one is smarter than him, and he wants to be a dictator. But the only problem Donald Trump is running into is the United States Constitution and people that's willing to enforce it, such as the judges, prosecutors. Just like his defense attorney's job to defend the sleazy, because this one here is sleazy. Impossible client to represent for Todd Blanche and anybody else who try to represent him. That's why the mystery is solved why Donald Trump always sleeping in court, because he don't feel Todd Blanche is attacking enough. The only problem with that, Donald Trump, legally he cannot. You left so much evidence, where can he argue to? Remember I told y'all videos ago, how can you defend it? First of all, how? He trying to be a dictator now. We're talking about absolute immunity. Like I told y'all last video, I don't see that nowhere in the Constitution, period. At all. But Donald Trump thinks he should supersede the Constitution. And that's the problem. He cannot. He will not. He's about to find that out. He's finding that out now. See, the believable world and the unbelievable world has collided with Donald Trump, and the real world is gonna win. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. Donald Trump feels like his defense is don't admit anything. That's his defense. Don't admit to anything. Son, you ain't got to admit to nothing. They already got all the damn proof they need. What the hell you got to admit it for? It'll help you admit it in some ways because it'll help your defense. Yeah, I messed up. I did know them, but I didn't have no inappropriate relationship with them. We was friends. You'll become out believable like that. But this fool is trying to deny that he even knew him, when they already got evidence and proof that Donald Trump had Karen McDougal and Stormy Daniels in his Rolodex at work in the White House. Both their names was in his Rolodex. So how the hell you trying to tell us you don't know those folks? And Karen McDougal said you was in a 10-month relationship with her until she ended it. Yeah. Look at that Gary Cooper interview with Karen McDougal. MAGA people, look at that interview and see, do y'all think that woman is lying? She's not lying. They already know Donald Trump is a damn sleaze bag. He already had to pay $88 million. $88 million for groping and smearing somebody else's name and all that stuff. He already is guilty as hell. Evidently, he's guilty. In the MAGA world, he's not. It's a witch hunt. But fool, the MAGA world ended when you got indicted. Legally, the MAGA world ended, fool. You trying to keep it alive because that's your only thing that you have left is those few people that you've brainwashed that still follows you. It's saddening, folks. I saw a damn interview with some of them the other day. This fool, Donald, he a true MAGA. He said if Donald Trump stood at the White House and shot and murdered somebody, he's with him. That's how these folks think, people. He's with him. Yeah. Then one of them said, no matter what Trump says, he's with him. Wrong or right, he's with him. That's what Mr. Trump wants y'all to do. He wants a whole lot of y'all to be like him. But he's not like that. Have you seen Donald Trump be violent with anybody? Before or after his presidency, who you ever heard of Donald Trump beating up? You ever heard of Donald Trump running with a gang? What said he was claiming? The Oath Breakers? That's what gang he in? The Oath Breakers? He had a lot of them in his gang. Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, bunch of them. So I guess he did have a gang. That's why they all indicted. Yeah, that kind of gang I would want to be in. In the end, you're going to get indicted. Hell no, I'll pass. No, you can keep that. That kind of gang is easy to stay away from. Because all those people, eventually, going to end up in prison. Some of them already in there. Trump supporters, wake up. Some of y'all people already getting locked down because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump just last on the totem pole. They had a plan all along to get all y'all fools that followed him. That's why it took a while. They wanted to get everybody's name, rank, where they worked at, when the last time they sneezed, pissed, when the last time they had whatever. They should have had a bon voyage party, because that's what's finna happen. Bon voyage, people. Because y'all finna see why the people know not to mess with the United States like this. Y'all getting ready to be a prime example. In the next 30, 40 years, boys and girls, don't try this at home. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. But what Donald Trump is today, in court, sleeping, farting, stinking up the courtroom, and people in there almost at the resort now having to wear gas masks in there with his stink ass. In there sleeping, stinking, because you don't want to hear the evidence against you. Well, I tell you this, buddy. You got 3 more criminal trials that you're going to hear every little thing you've done. Because the United States depicted every move you made and had y'all goons turn against you to try to save their own asses. But guess what? It saved them for a little while when they were rounding all this up and getting all the evidence together. But when it all came together, you seen all their pictures and all that flash up on the screen. Indicted, 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 indicted. Trying to steal an election. Unprecedented, people. Just like it's unprecedented for a former president to stand in a criminal trial. Disgraceful. It's disgraceful. I don't care how you look at it. It's disgraceful. And then he want to lift the gag order. For what? For you to try to brainwash your people some more and try to get the remaining few to try to tell their friends? They gagged you for a few reasons, fool. So you won't know what's coming at you to the day before. That's the most important one. Yeah, you got fined $9,000 with possibly 4 more coming. All this just adding up. All this just adding up to the jury. The people that you got to make a good impression on. What kind of, y'all think Donald Trump has made a good impression on the jury so far? What do y'all think? And after about an hour, half of them got handkerchiefs over their noses. So, you know, what kind of impression do y'all think he's made so far? A good one or what? Everybody already knew he was a sleaze bag going into this. Everybody knew that. And he want Todd Blanche to be ruthless and aggressive and attack the witnesses. If he try to attack Karen McDougal or Stormy Daniels, it's going to go really, really bad for Mr. Trump. Because everybody already knew you done had a relationship with him. Their names was in your Rolodex, fool. And you still out here deny everything. Don't admit to nothing. You ain't got to admit it. You ain't got to admit nothing. Play your tactics. Don't admit nothing. You'll see that it backfired on you. If you ain't already lost the jury, you probably got about 30% left with them. I'm telling you. I'm being generous with 30%. Because every time you fought it, you lose 5% every time. So I don't know what to tell Mr. Blanche. You stuck between a rock and a hard place. I would have never, ever defended Donald Trump. I don't care if I've been a lawyer 5 years, 10, 20 years. I would never took it. I don't care how much money he offered me. Look, bro, you're not gonna have me up sleeping tonight trying to defend the defenseless. Cause you defenseless. And then your demeanor and your character. And your constitution, no, bro. Go to somebody else. Go to somebody else. So, no. People, Donald Trump ain't got no defense. Mr. Blanche even doing well, he's still, still sitting in there with him. And all the rest of them that's with him. Doing well to even sit in there with him. But Donald Trump is looking real bad. It's looking real bad for him in this trial. Real bad. Really bad. All those people that done testified against Donald Trump so far, very credible. Very credible. They didn't get up there and stutter. They didn't get up there and say, well, I can't remember. They was precise. They remembered everything. Didn't deviate one bit. So all that spells bad news for Mr. Trump. And Eric Trump was there yesterday. Eric Trump was there. And the other disgraced guy, I can't remember his name. I think he was from Texas. He was there too. So Donald Trump did have two people. But I didn't see nobody trying to jump no barricade, nothing like that. I didn't see nobody trying to storm the White House, the courthouse like Donald Trump wanted them to. So, all this stuff backfired because the defense he's trying to come up with, people, it ain't gonna work. No defense he's gonna come up with is gonna work. So, Todd Blanche, my hat off to you, buddy. Don't know you, but I know you catching hell on earth. I know that. It's been reported. I know, son. I understand. Next time, be careful what client you pick. Be careful. I don't give a damn they was the former president. That don't mean that. It's just a title. The man behind the title is what counts. He'll either be an honorable man or a dishonorable man. We already see what course Donald Trump chose. And now it's coming back to bite him. On his depend. The one that he needs to probably change right now as we speak. Is come back to bite him on his depend, people. So, I don't see many good days ahead for the Trump defense. I don't see many good days, people. And what's the sad part about it is, they don't either. They don't see no good days. I'm telling you, they're going to try to do the best they can to try to delay and keep Donald Trump from going to sleep. They already done tried to give him some paper, stack of paper to read, but seeing as how he probably on a third grade level, That ain't working either. Y'all better do what he used to doing at home. Ain't nobody watching. Go get a coloring book and get y'all that box of crayons that got 64 in there. Get that. And let him color. It's a challenge to him to stay in between the lines. So y'all, that's a little challenge that he got for himself. Let him do it. Let him bring his coloring book. Just put it in a briefcase so nobody won't know what it is. His head be down anyway most of the time. So let him be over there coloring. If he don't do it real fast, they won't know what he's doing. You know, hide the crayons as much as possible and let him go over there and color. Because he said he passed the cognitive test, I believe the coloring portion of it is the only thing he passed. I think that's the only portion they gave him, the coloring portion. So let him do what he do. See, he can't tweet or nothing. See, if he ain't tweeting, he sleep. See, you can't be openly tweeting and stuff in the courtroom. That's how come Mr. Trump be not sleep. He can't be tweeting and lying. When he can't lie, it's a bad day. And then I saw him over there talking about, I'm gonna go back in this cold box. Son, look at him. If I was you, I wouldn't even be complaining about no cold. Cause potentially where you headed, air conditioner gonna be on one of your wish lists. I'm telling you, in your new home. So don't rush it. Be in there and be cold. The cold ain't stop you from going to sleep. Evidently. What you complaining for? You don't be cold too long because you be sleep most of the time. You must mean you be cold before and after the nap. So you complain about everything. He complains about everything. Son, your complaints falling on deaf ears. If you ain't complaining to the MAGA people, then it's falling on deaf ears. Nobody's listening to you. So you ain't being treated privileged. For the first time in your life, you not being treated privileged and you can't stand it. So, Mr. Trump, from here on out, you're not gonna be treated privileged, son. So, you might well get used to it. Your dictator days, because you was a secret dictator. That's what you was. That's why you want everybody else to join in. Only the MAGA people responded to that. All the rest of us that got half a brain know this is not a dictatorship country at all. This country is made of the Constitution. This is constitutional territory. Somebody should have told you that, son, a long time ago. None of us are above it. We live in it. We honor the Constitution. Before it's over, you ain't gonna forget it. Before it's over, you ain't gonna forget it. So the buck stop here. They done caught up with you. You on trial for it. You're not gonna get exonerated in neither trial because all this stuff got to be played out legally. Something that makes you itch, have alert reaction to doing something legal. You ain't used to that. You ain't used to doing nothing 100% legal for over 30 years. That's why I got you itching and scratching and you complaining. You be alright, son. We'll show you how the real world works. That's what we're going to show you. How the real world, not MAGA world, but how the real world works. You get ready to find that out, son. You already finding it out. So, y'all like, comment, subscribe. And y'all listen to Joe Biden's speech. Totally different. Totally different from Donald Trump. Different between night and day. He trying to move the economy and everything forward, trying to move border patrol, all of that forward. I commend you, Mr. Biden. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Because a lot of people know the difference between a decent man and an indecent man. Look at the character. Look at their background, people. Look at Joe Biden's background and look at Donald Trump's background. I got a 24-year-old daughter. Would y'all trust Joe Biden or Donald Trump with y'all 24-year-old daughter? Would you? What if that was your daughter that name was in his Rolodex? How would y'all like that? You gotta look at it from a lot of different angles, people. A lot of different angles. A lot of people motivated in different ways. So people, keep your eyes and ears open, because this trial is very important to our democracy and everything else. So pay attention, read along, follow it, because this is going to be the trial of forever, not the century, not the decade, forever. So you might want to watch and tag along, because I'm going to keep you updated. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we're going to stay updated, because I'm going to tell you what I see and what I hear. So, Funny Bone here. I love y'all. Have a good day. And I'll catch y'all on the video. Next video. Funny Bone out.